Was geht? Zock jetzt hier mal ein bisschen mit Fortnite und später das Live-Event, aber dann mache ich auch einen neuen Livestream natürlich. Das hängt hier von mir immer. Altes. Leute, ich kann nichts machen, hier Huren das Ficker und Mütter, Alter. Chat. Hi Chat. Wer ist denn im Chat? Hat Leonie? Bro, ich weiß, der das geht, aber ich wusste nicht. Ich glaube, die wollte sagen, ich glaube, die dachte, es war ja einfach nur nicht hoffen mit gewesen. Ich hab auch nicht. So, one shot nicht so. Leon, falls du es bist, bitte ruf mich an, okay? Hi, Leon. Wieder, ich halte gerade. Oh, der Zittern. Ey, ey. Hast du die ganze Zeit Dings gespielt? Dein Spiel da, die Desert. Digga, ne? Digga, ich hab dann halt noch eine Rohstoffe mit Rationen gemacht, ne? Genau, Digga. Ich hab das gar nicht bemerkt, ja. Wohin? Ich hab doch dazu gebaut.
Ja, bist du richtig, aber
Ja. Ja.
da konnte man keine Wallbogen.
Ach so! Hack doch noch mehr nicht an, du Wichser!
Der Hacker, Bro. Jo, was ist das für ein Hacker, Bro?
Aber ich hab den sogar vor uns gekillt.
Bro, was ist das für ein Hacker, Digga? Der hat ja instant weggesprayt.
Ja.
Nein. Oh, was? Bin ich nicht auf Blocks gut?
Okay.
Du bist du? Von wem hast du da gerade eine Freundschaftsanfrage geschickt?
Das ist ein cooler YouTuber.
Ich schicke den Hund auch immer so eine Hände der Anfrage, Bro.
Scheiß drauf, Digga.
Ich freue mich, dass wir drauf gekommen.
Das war wieder so. Ich hol mir mal kurz ein paar Chips, ne?
Warum machen die Chips, Bro? Jetzt noch ein paar Abendchips, weil während dem Joggen und dann die Controller finden werden und die Pet werden. So.
Weil mir noch vorhin mein Papa einen Snack-Teller gemacht hat, bevor er gegangen ist.
Wie Snack-Teller für wann?
Halt für irgendwann, da ist ein Käse, Bälle drauf, dann Erdnussflips,
Ich mach mal Bild.
nö, Digga, kein Bock, Alter.
Bro, bitte.
Digga, ich guck diesen YouTuber und ich will fucking mit den Ranked Reload spielen. Digga, der ist Monkral 2.0. Ja, aber der ist Chinese. Ich kann kein Chinesisch.
Aber in China, glaube ich, das ist der übelste bei jedem. Also in China, wenn ich spiele, Bro, ich spiele wie Bots. Bro, ich schick mal ein Bild, oder hast du schon?
Okay.
Was sagt das Video an, Digga?
Okay, ja.
Mann, was diese Scheiß-Episoden von mir jetzt? Digga, die verreckt. Bro, für wann hat dein Vater das getan?
Für irgendwann. Ja. Was ist? nächsten Mann hat der steht nun im Freund gewesen. Nein, der besucht den Freund. Oh ja. Ja, ich habe in den Süßigkeiten von mir noch Hilfsplättchen, die von 2024 sind. Sorry? Du bist krank. Nee, alles schon. Das hat doch nicht gut. Was zum Wichsen? Huren Wichsen auf den Nigger. Wie? Digga, ich habe dich mehr als 300 Damage gemacht. Ja, und jetzt muss ich auch noch pushen, jeder. Ich Ficker, ich unterstützen direkt das Ficken, Mütter. Und von nirgendwo landen, Alter. Als Tötung, Alter. Okay. Crack. Ja, das ist gut. Yep. Ja, der nicht. Leider. Digga, ne? Ich hab den 11 Hammershot gegeben. Zack, ist der weg. Danke, es kommt. Oh, ich war ja schon voll. Echt für ihn. Was? Ich kenne ihn! Ich kenne ihn! Ich hab gedrückt! Warum zählt er nicht? Ich hab gedrückt! Ich hab vorher gedrückt, Digga! So. Nein, habe ich das auch? So. spiele jetzt gegen Teams.
Ich hab Eis bekommen. Ich hab Eis.
Cool.
Behalte ich in meiner Sammlung.
Okay.
Ich bin Fruchtsammlung durch Hilfe einfach. Ich habe jetzt ja Liebe, Kreation, Sand, Dunkel, Eis, Flamme, Frühling, Rocket, Blade, Stachel, Raum, Bombe, was bin.
War schon viel.
Ich hab schon viel. Noch bestimmt mehr als ich.
Nein.
Also was ich dir empfehlen kann, wäre Duo. Die Leute, die also die Leute.
Ich spiele jetzt gegen Teams. Ich spiele jetzt gegen Teams normales Reload. Ja, aber ich kann ja auch so machen, guck. One-Twit. Es juckt ein. Opfer. Aber doch. Ja. Du nämlich. Aha. Jimmy like Morty. Do you like me? Digga, Bro. Leon.
Was?
Vielleicht bekomme ich heute noch einen Private Server in Cedar Brainrot.
Aber lass den Minecraft.
Oder? Dann.
Ich will mit Rocket Launcher, Digga. Warum war dieser Boss Rocket Launcher?
Ja, bei Leon, dann bekommst auch du die ganzen Sachen. Also,
Ich meine, ich sag dann kaufen.
Bruder, hast du Sachen zum Hin- und Herkaufen besorgt? Nee, eben nicht. Du hast keine Sachen für Stable Random Field Maschinen. Deswegen ist Ping nicht, also.
Doch, vor trotzdem gesagt, kann ich sagen, zu kommen.
Digga! Was hat die für ein Skin? Nein! Die ist Spinne! Die ist Spinne geworden! Nicht Spinne! Restspinne! Ich so Spinne!
Digga, du bist gerade Spinne geworden, weil du verkackt hast. Digga, einfach Spinne.
Leon,
Ist bei dir.
kannst du mir bitte, Leon, bitte schenke mir diese. Darf ich ja nicht. Nein! Weil deiner Passwort aha eingeben steht und zweitens wird. Haha. Hast du heute schon Brothers gespielt? Ich habe heute ja nicht schon so 4 Stunden Brothers gespielt.
Brawler-Taste.
Alter.
Warte, ich guck mich kurz Kräftigkeit wieder an, okay, dann nein.
Oh mein Gott! Oh mein Gott, Leon, er hat da angenommen. Digga, Sailor Coin. Oh.
La grande combinazione. Io mi sa grande di spawn. La grande combinazione. Cosa Eisel Zeichen 150 für eine Erscheinung brauche ich nie wiedergeboren werden.
Leon? Leon?
Machst du die Tasse wie?
Achso, ich gucke. Nee, der hat schon geschrieben, next game. Deswegen gucke ich jetzt mal die 2 Sachen.
Hör ey, was doch? Ja, Englisch, hä?
Geil! W. W.
10 Subgame. Warum machst du das?
Das ist schon der Epic Games Store und da läuft jeder Cup, glaube ich. Oder jeder heftige Cup, Digga. Dieser Reload der Elite-Series, da ist heute das Finale für Leute 2,5 Millionen gewinnen können.
Oh, das wird echt
I mean,
auch
wow. Some great names. Look, we got so much talent. You look at
Hallo.
the likes of Vico Malabuka, Ping
Wo
and
geht's denn
Kiro,
das
top
nochmal?
players, combat picks. That's just the top row, so if you keep going down, it gets even better. You got the likes of Sky and Scroll, Shark and Teeny, Chino, Pablo. There's so many
Wo
goats in
zum
this
Fick
one.
hat das nochmal mal
There's a lot of teams here
funktioniert?
that are obviously some of the best in EU. You know, Mumsy Sato, guys we haven't really thought of much, but they are a huge elims. They're the second highest elims out of anyone coming through into the heat. I drop Marius is looking good as well. Chino, Pablo, like some of the best names I'm sure are going to give us a ton of entertainment today.
Snozky and Vexia, a team that's very underrated. They've been in good form in EU in recent weeks. Are they going to shock the world today and show people they are a top EU team definitively? Like, there's just so much talent, so much potential here.
I was going to chime in with a 11 2K style note, but that's actually not true. Anything could happen. However, we do need to take a closer look at Slurpy Swamp because we've got a triple contestation situation resub. Yes, that is genuinely a word in the Oxford English Dictionary. And arguably, it's going to be incredibly tough because Vico and Malabuka, the hotly picked favourites, I guess, in this lobby are going to be landing there.
Yes, by me. I'm picking them to do the best out of the three teams we've got dropped here. Look, we've got two of the teams are dropping and going against them here. The reason I'm
Jetzt
going
wirklich, Digga, ich würde so einfach mal angucken, Alter.
69 elims total in across their heat. When you compare that to anyone
Digga,
else,
wo
it's
gang
the
das
teams
nochmal?
with only
Wo zum
53.
Fick gang das
A lot of
nochmal?
those elims were by just farming players off spawn, which was Robab, as we can see right here, right? So
Oha.
a lot of their strategy revolved around being able to fight the teams
Yo.
off spawn next to them. So I'm not thinking it's
Yo.
looking too good for iDrop, who's contesting them. More importantly,
Ja.
I'm playing a tournament right
Bau,
after this
Digga.
with Vico himself.
Ja.
So I'm rooting him on because if he doesn't
Hallo?
do good, I don't want him to do bad in two tournaments in the same day. I think that's too much for one man's mental.
Look, I know it's been a couple
Yeah,
years
so
since you
many
done this
gold,
whole
Alter.
analyst thing on the broadcast, Reese, but you know, I think we're starting to see a bit of the rust here, man. Look, of course, Malabuka and Vico are top, right? We can never doubt that. In fact, they've been probably my favorite reload
Vico.
to watch so far, and I think uncontested things would look a lot better for them. But they're just not, right? Going up against iDrop and Marius game after game, 50-50, which is what both teams are suggesting is what's going to happen. You know, you're just not likely to come out of it looking good, especially since we just haven't really seen
Ja.
something like this in a top
Nein,
reload.
das kann man schon noch davor spielen, so, aber
Which is why I'm leaning more towards chat.
das da vorne, das da läuft, ist nur. Wer ist er? Wer ist er, Alter? Wer ist er? Ach, das ist Chad. Wer ist das, Digga? Ja, aber er ist Chad. Das hier sind gerade Highlights. Ich hoffe, du weißt, was ein Highlight ist. Bro, du weißt schon, was Highlights sind.
What you're saying is the easy pick. That's really it.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm just chiming in here because I can't believe no one's saying I drop
Das ist das heftigste Moment von den letzten Qualifier davon. Oder war das ein Qualifier oder was war das? Digga, bei dem Cup kannst du jetzt 2,5 Millionen gewinnen.
Yes, this
Geld,
is a
bare
really
Geld.
good situation for the
Bares,
League, right?
bares,
We sat
bares.
here and talked about
Bares,
Slurpee
bares.
Swamp being a great POI, and one of the biggest benefits of landing Slurpee Swamp is that center map positioning. And so they get that center map positioning without actually having to land that Slurpee and get involved in all that mess. This is really set up for them to do well today.
Absolutely, and you know, if you know anything about reload, when you see these supply drops,
Ja, seit 2,5 Millionen verschenkt Fortnite nur, weil die gutes Spiel spielen können.
So I know they're super prepped, best position in the map for the most part. I definitely expect these guys to come into the top 5.
Hang on,
Bro,
Rick, you
like,
coaching Coach Ben?
No, I would never. I would never be the source of information for lots of people. I would never do that.
Fortnite ist doch ein Spiel und kein irgendwas anderes. Und kein
Whose
Tycoon.
favourite though is Sky and Scroll going into this one? Are they yours, Levy?
Look, I think ultimately, right, when you Fortnite in EU in 2026 across Reload and Battle Royale, you have to say Sky and Scroll have just been the best team in EU, right? Like they've just been so impressive.
Wie findest du den
modes. And I think the biggest advantage
Channelleiter
today
von
in this
mir?
lobby race is that in a very chaotic Reload game, in a world where right now people
Top.
are trying to figure out really what the meta of Reload is, and this is the first real test of what that is. A team like this where their chemistry is just so important. You look at the gameplay right now on your screens.
Von
The
mir?
shockwaves make these endgames so chaotic, but these guys are so on the same
Ja,
page. They think the
Bro.
same. They play, you know, interchangeably at times, which will just give them a
Yo!
Yeah, they've always figured out that
Suspect moment in the world.
For the most part, they're just playing a lot of low ground because players are just shopping,
Digga,
chopping players
hast du
out.
gerade
How
die
do you
Seite
prevent that? Just go in the bottom layer. That's it. And that's basically what they're doing for the most part.
Can we actually switch focus slightly to the
Who the fuck
west
is
side
him?
of the map
Who
just
the fuck
quickly
is
while we
him?
have time? Because there's a Danish duo we haven't spoken about, and that is
Who the fuck is
obviously
him?
Cadlo and Chino, Reese. I'm incredibly excited to see them in this lobby, but do you think they're going to be in our top 3 tonight?
Oh, almost definitely. They're probably one of our best and most simple picks.
Ich glaube,
looking
Bro,
into
ich
last
wusste,
year,
dass
these are two
stört.
of the best players undoubtedly on the
Happy.
region. You know, you had a FNCS win a second and then a really good placing at Globals
Rick!
despite being
Bin ich
contested.
Riesen.
They're one of the also
Warum
teams who
sieht
come from a
jeder so
trio and then
aus
just
wie
stay
Riesen?
together as a duo
Digga,
to actually
ich bin
perform.
halt Riesen,
Through
ist
EU,
die
most players
Sache.
level
Ich bin
completely
Riesen.
away. This is proven
Frag doch
success.
mich nicht
So
warum.
see how they end up
Aber
in
ich
the
heiße halt Lenny.
I don't have much to add other than the fact that
Dafür kann ich nicht.
Why is Redoxy not making it into the lobby tonight, though?
If I speak, you know, let's just say, if Redoxy's top player, I love Redoxy, that's my guy, but, you know, he's probably just not been as locked in as Padlo and Chino in 2026 when it comes to the Fortnite. At least we'll say that.
Ist der
Fortnite recession indicator. Frankie Ward making things really awkward on the desk. Right, it is time
doch.
for game number 1 of the
Natürlich
Fortnite
kenn ich
Reload
Norex.
series. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Ja.
Well, you know I'm always ready.
He's always
Was
ready.
ist mit ihm, Alter?
Taco und Takata.
Look, Frankie, one thing's for sure, Reload stocks at an all-time high here today, and with the Elite Series Finals,
Ja.
first of 4, it's crazy to think about Takata. It has been a huge challenge. So many
Nein,
teams
was
to overcome,
meinst
even to
du
make it into
damit?
those heats in the first place,
Warum
and now
ich
to
so
see
gut
this
wie
lobby play
Norex
out in
bin?
real time. We've got 8 matches that we're going to be breaking down, and this is just the first of many.
Oh yeah, and to reiterate,
Der
we
Norex
literally have
scheißen
not
wie
seen
ein
this caliber of
Vollpfosten.
competition in a reload tournament before. So small things like upgrading your Morphite weapons, you're not going to get as many free tags to do that. Recovering from a knock or an Elin. Once these players hear that rift in the sky, you're getting laser beamed in half a second. I mean, these players know what they're doing, and the battle bus is ready. So let's head right in to game 1.
Ich hab
Might as well call it Reboot Doomsday, because that's what it's going to feel like if you find yourself on the receiving end of those early eliminations. For some teams, it will be absolute feasting, others potential famine, but
Was ist Riesen?
they're all trying to avoid it, and everyone just aiming to try and climb
Und
as
dann-
high on that leaderboard as possible. But Malibu and
Malibu,
Miko, there was
warte, dann mach ich
absolutely
den
no
fast
time.
Sound an,
High
aber dann
drop
hört mich keiner
immediately going to
tippen.
be extinguished
doch
from
nicht.
the lobby. And Maria's forced to just try and retreat, see if he can maybe create a little bit of space here. But you know, Vico, Malabuka, they are going to be on the hunt now. And they're not the only ones. I mean, you've also got Chap and Flixie nearby. But get a little bit of a run back. How went down. Hydra just not as swiftly on the drop there. Malabuka just beaming him the moment he turns around.
Drop in. Marius though. Now pushing on to B21. Not only getting the knock full Elim now, what I'm keeping in mind as well, the surrounding areas. One of the favorites, Sky and Scroll, will also be looking to later capitalize on this engagement. But for now, it looks like there's gonna be a bit of calmness to the storm.
Seems a little greedy there from Vico. He wanted to try and just further pressure Hydra, just continue stacking eliminations. Because keep in mind, 3 points ease. That is a big way to build up a lead here. But now Malabuka, Vico, forced to retreat, although temporary. Exopsy also lurking in the distance, but Darm and Deemish, they've already made their presence known. They seem as if they're also looking to get involved over by Slurpy Swamp. Far East though, Shark Teeny. And there were rumors of potential splits here between Mumsy and Sato. Didn't really anticipate that these two teams would want to immediately clash head-to-head. Dirty Dog's certainly a POI that can be split both ways.
Yeah, or having talks. Will they be fighting each other? I mean, they're some very aggressive teams, but both elite veterans in Fortnite space, so especially since Zone pulling far. The game plays out so fast, the map's so small. You can take those picks early on, but we were talking about it. You know, that storm sickness, especially in a finals lobby, might end up being a bit prevalent around now and Pink playing the aggressive game.
He's just trying to see if he can bring down Pota's side. He's going to have to hope that Asa's going to be able to back him up here. But drop into the water, some nice shots change. But Pota's side, they're gonna wind up just looking for an even trade here. Well played to Pink to cover fire. But Pota's he'll be forced for the reboot. Asa just doing what he can to try and scramble here. It's just so tough. Forced to retreat steep as possible into booming base, but Pink, that is, they know what kind of advantage they have to work with, and not only that, but these reboots are also going to draw the attention of some other teams. Pink, that is, now just looking at tag team. Asa, he's doing everything in his power to just buy a little bit more time for his duo, and we still got trouble building at Slurping Hydra. One more time, going to bring it to Malabuka, only this time it's revenge. A nice elimination here to even up the score. Now 2 eliminations in total for iDrop and Vico. Malabuka, maybe back to the drawing board here. I know our analyst says was riding really high on Vico and Malabuka's performance in their heats, and for good reason. Those guys came out on top in P1, and it didn't even seem that close. They were really in control, but at the same time, iDrop and Marius, this is just a whole different tier of duos that you're dealing with.
This is what I love about Reload. You can go down off spawn and still have a chance to make that comeback and win that engagement. I drop with 2 eliminations now as zones closed in. They're kind of taking pop shots back and forth on each other, but no full commit yet. We do have a duo on the edge zone. Gonna be Flixie and Ko just kind of looking back, listening to the shots, but so far got a bit of fun this time.
Chap's already found 2 eliminations himself. Maybe a little bit of a review here for how that went down. Some nice pressure on the comeback. Chap's Flixie. That is just the last thing you want to see on the other side, breaking down your walls. But Marius and iDrop, I'm really impressed by the message they are sending very early on here. What initially seemed like it was going to ride heavily in Malabuka and Vico's favor. No, that bit of pushback, that could be kind of the opening scenes towards maybe creating a little bit of hesitation. And this sort of format with really being so fast action. I mean, Flixie, Chap, another elimination. Chap just already 9 points off E-limbs and Pix combo. This is going to be very problematic now because Pix doesn't have a whole lot of builds left to work with either. Not the loadout you want to see. I mean, maybe he can come out huge with this Sentinel shotgun, but at the same time, Takata, when you've got Flixie and Chap who's so healthy, so stacked, you know that they're going to keep trying to punish Convex from the sky.
Yeah, I mean, that's the issue. No, Reboot's technically disabled later on in the match, but for Pix and Convex here, with the amount of teams around them, I mean, you can basically count Convex as his Reboot's almost being disabled as well with the amount of times he might get farmed here. We'll see though. For Chap and Flixie, they are still quite a few players playing to take some Storm, making the weight. As the next zone has appeared.
Still very impressive though. The kind of claims that Chap and Flixie have right now. A good position. And the fact that they can hold picks for so long, it is just going to be so detrimental for Combic and Pix's match development here. But Scroll, Sky, ready to get the party started for Crumpet. And the main thing here too that a lot of people are kind of keeping in the back of their minds, I mean, Sky and Scroll, they had a very phenomenal chapter 6 Cicada, but not only that, Scroll also riding off the back of that solo series win, and like that is a huge accomplishment, but we know that they have big fighting power behind them, and so many teams now starting to kind of pull in from the surrounding areas. Bit of a riskier rotate by Pink and Kiro, hoping that they're high up enough to kind of extend themselves outside of that render distance, but they are very low on the HP right now, just hoping that they can touch down uncontested, essentially.
Feeling the nerves now. Glider is going to be hurt just the distance they are, so we'll hope that they were able to make it down successfully. Pablo and Chino, I got high hopes for this duo. As you can see, there is two shots. You can hold has been lowered to 4 from originally the 6 that you could, so you have one player holding all the shots splitting now. That's a whole zone difference potentially. We'll see if it actually takes into effect later on, but
Mild concerns though about how deep they were tucked away towards that south end of Fort Crumpet. I mean, having to make their way back over the hill when you know that there's already a couple of teams also based up around you, but supply drops have landed, and as Reese already alluded to, that is a good directional lead, and everyone is already on the move. Happy and Lisher just hoping that they can claim it. Big scenes though from Asa and Bodazai. They seem to have escaped that initial struggle there between Pink and Hadis, and the Bear Army continues to rise through for the moment, but Prism, Casper, Fort Crumpet still, a little bit of leverage here with the high goals, but can't really anticipate that teams are going to give very many opportunities for clear numbers or elimination. Casper and Prism are really going to have to lock in for it, just trying to see if they can level up their more fights along the way.
Yeah, still green. I mean, it just shows the experience of the players in this lobby, making it so much more tough to get those tags, and also clarify on your airdrop comment that, you know, the next zone will have those airdrops in it. It's interesting. I know they were sitting on the desk, but some coaches trying to figure out, like, one step ahead, like, not only do the airdrops show the location of where the next zone will be, but how can you figure out where they're going to go, you know? It's like...
Takada, if there's one thing I know for sure is that EU coaches always do their homework, and I mean, not to discredit anybody on the NA teams, I know a lot of you fellas also like to represent their NA teams, but Sven is by far a very leading mind in the Fortnite scenes, okay? You know he's always got a game plan figured out, and especially the Polish powerhouse, Darn and Genius followed behind him. That is a very spooky team to try and contend with.
I'm excited. So many big names. I mean, every name in this lobby has what it takes to get the job done, but I drop Marius. Not only being contested by one of the top duos, but they also are one of the lead competitors to have what it takes. Sky and Scroll, fan favorites as well. They're getting gassed up on EU right now. You were even talking about it. No eliminations, but being on con, they are taking the safer route, and the end game where we're going to see them shine.
Just wait to see how they choose to really try some low ground demons. It's a layer that they definitely feel very comfortable with, but all these teams just trying to scurry up, get set up into their positions, because things are really about to start heating up here. Takada, reboots soon to disable the moment that we took over the start 7th zone, so that's something that everybody has to keep in mind here, is that once you are eliminated, you are not coming back the moment that this zone closes and 7th is launched. So I think that so many players, they really just want to make sure they're fixated in their position.